Hey guys! So, as I told you, there was a little bit of a delay on the next video, and there was a video in the middle that was in Portuguese. If anyone that clicked on the video and was a little bit confused of what was happening, I was actually talking in Portuguese because I was talking about an app that I found out by pure luck that is about books, but it's only in Portuguese. So I thought that I should do the video in Portuguese because it really only concerned the Portuguese people, or at least the speaking community that speaks Portuguese. Anyway, we're here for another update on Nonfiction November. I have to say that I had to stop for a bit. I have not stop. I have to slow down because of this book, and the problem is not the book itself, because I really enjoyed it. I loved it so much, but it's the way that the book is done, or better saying, the lettering and the spacing of the letters that is very non-friendly for dyslexic people. It was really tiresome to read because my eyesight kept jumping, and I literally had to either go with my finger or with a piece of paper or with my bookmark to do the thing, because there's just some types of letters that are really awful. And then I started, in the meanwhile, started to read again on my Kindle. Just yesterday, and it was just like, I have the on the settings of the Kindle you can choose that lettering type that I do not remember the name, but it is for dyslexic people. It helps reading. I put that one, and it's just like my reading speed just went over the roof. And then that was when I noticed that what was the reason that I was slowing down. I found out that it was because of the lettering of it. It just clicked. But anyway, the book is To Catch a Whale by Terrence Wise. Gotta say, I love this book. It was funny. It was very informative, very well written, and had a lot of things about the life of a whalerman. It had, of course, a lot about catching whales, about the business, a little bit of history, a bit of whales, a bit of the places that they stop and all of that. But the main of this book is about the life of a whalerman. So it is, let me check the years. This is based on the writer's experience, and he made 3 voyages on the FF Baleena from 1957 to 1960. And this is like the collection of his experiences during the 3 voyages that he did with his ship. And it was lots of fun. But the only thing, like I said, and it's filled with pictures, colored or black and white. Of course, this is about whaling, so there's some pictures here of whales that been catched, flailed, and all of that. So that's a thing you might want to have in consideration. And it is also described very graphically how they catch the whales, how the whole process goes. But I think if you go to this kind of book, you are expecting that. I mean, it's just common sense. But let me show you the lettering. I mean, this type of lettering looks beautiful when you look at it, but for someone, this is what, at least for me, I cannot speak for everyone with dyslexic, though. I almost think I can, I'm not sure. It's really hard to not jump between lines and letters, so I'm not sure how well you guys gonna see, but see how how do you say, how well organized, how everything has the same size and just almost perfect lines and perfect blocks. Yeah, those types of letterings are the worst for people with dyslexia, at least in my experience. People with less less severe dyslexia than me maybe have a better time with it, or maybe even people that have severe dyslexia like this one and not yet. I don't know. I don't. I cannot speak like I said for everyone with dyslexia. Though I think that people with worse dyslexia than me will have an even worse time with this type of lettering. Anyway, this is not about the lettering nor dyslexia. This is about the book. Like I said, really funny. And one thing that I really enjoyed. Now I don't know if I can find the specific one that I wanted, but at the beginning of each chapter we have a little heading of of the Simos Moria. We go to the I'm sorry, I looked at the poem and my head just went back to it. At the beginning of each chapter we have a little either poem or a part of a sea shanty about whaling or about sea. So I have to say I have listened to a lot of sea shanties in my life, and I do enjoy all the poetry there is around there about whaling, about the sea life. That is a disgruntled cat that you are listening. Anyway, I do enjoy all of that, and it was like meeting old friends at the beginning of the chapter. I was trying to find this one because it's Off to Sea Once More. I really love this one, and I really love it's as a sea shanty really gets in my ear, and I cannot stop it. So you have a little bit of the poem here, and then it starts the chapter in earnest. And yeah, I'm not sure. I want to say, if you like this topic, do read this. But I'm not sure if you can. This was a really lucky find in one store that it's already closed. That had some had some books, secondhand books, and I paid like €1 for this. This was a very lucky find for me. I cannot see this selling in anywhere else that I've looked, but maybe there is a place and this is still up there. But if you find this is really good. Really enjoyed. I really laughed with this. Well, what can I say? Just if you like whaling and memoirs, that I mean, I have a thing with memoirs. Not all memoirs are equal. I think there's two types of memoirs. There are those memoirs that are actually informative and have a basis on something, and you have fun reading them. And then there's those memoirs that are kind of sappy and very. I mean, I know that they serve a purpose. A purpose. I know they have a serve a day in the world, but for the life of me, I have a huge problem with those because and the way that they use like mental illness, like it's almost. It's just, I just can't. They don't become equal from. Now cats are dying in the background. They're fighting. This is life. I'm sorry for this. Anyway, like I said, there are two types of memoirs. This is the type that is informative and fun to read, and has lots to offer, and actually talks about the whaling and history of it, and the whales, the practices, gives numbers. There is a really informative book. So yeah, To Catch a Whale, Terrence Wise, really it's really recommend. Do read it if you find it, and that's all for now. I'm gonna try and see if I still have two cats in this room, because for all I know, one of them just died and I didn't saw. So bye.